Hello, everybody, and welcome to yet another episode of Recipe for Adventure. I'm your host, Freebiewits, and with me, my dear good friend, Sai. Sai, say hello.
Maybe at the end of the episode.
Maybe at the end. That I feel that defeats the purpose of things.
Yeah, but it makes things surprising, and now people can look forward to see if it happens or not.
It's not surprising if they know it's gonna. Oh, I see now. Okay. So, my question for you this week is D&D, there are a lot of ways of playing it. That said, what are the advantages and disadvantages to playing D&D in the style of theater of the mind?
Oh, Theater of the Mind. Okay, cool. Theater of the Mind is probably the easiest and most accessible way to do D&D. You don't need miniatures.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need maps. It's all played out in people's imaginations.
I would argue that you would need maps. They're just not usable battle maps per se. They would be like...
You map things out generally in your head or in your notes.
Yeah, okay.
And they can be very simple maps.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
But usually, you don't need to put down any battle maps on the table.
Anything
you don't need
physical.
miniatures. No. You play it out in your head.
Mm-mm-mm.
You use the power of imagination.
Very powerful. It's pretty much what D&D is.
Yeah. Now, it's the easiest, cheapest form to kind of get into.
Mm-hmm.
But naturally, there are downsides as well. Mm-hmm. But usually here we're talking about the upsides, right?
We'll do both. We'll talk about both.
We can talk about both? Okay, cool. Well then, upsides, easy to get into. You don't need much investment. And usually, like, depending on people who might be, like, older and a bit confused and, not confused, I shouldn't say that, but, like, who are, like, see, like, minis and all this and be like, what is this? Theater of the Mind is often a lot easier to kind of get someone into.
I would argue the opposite, that someone who doesn't know what's going on might need a physical anchor. It's like, oh, this represents this, whereas if they have to keep track of things in their mind, it might be more difficult.
Well, I meant purely from the aspect of, like, interest's sake. Some people will be like, see all the miniatures and like see everything set up everywhere and be like, this is really complicated. Okay. I don't know if I'm willing to try.
Oh, whereas
I see what you're saying. If you describe it as just like, role playing and, I am the fighter and I say I run over here and I attack, like, that's a little bit more like friendly seeming, and then like moving miniatures around on the board and all that.
I think
like
I see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, I can understand it from that point of view then.
Yeah. Then for the downsides, naturally everything's a lot more loose, and so tactical combat is a lot harder to do. So if you have like a cool area denial spell, like say Entangle, it's like it reaches a certain radius. It's like how big of an area is that realistically compared to where all the enemies are?
There's a lot more. The DM has, there's a lot more checking in. It's like, hey, DM, if I use this spell this way, would it work as I described, or am I not imagining the battle space as you imagine it?
You imagine it. Yeah, so it's a bit more vague and a bit more loose. And the DM can play it off a bit more loose as well. It's like, I think you'd be able to get these guys in this.
Like, even though it may not have been his original idea in his brain. Nothing's canon until you say it out loud, I suppose.
Yeah, but it makes, like you have to picture the battlefield, and so it makes it harder to kind of actually know what's happening.
It's hard for two people to have the same idea of the same characters in a book, and then you have 6 people at the same table trying to picture the same thing.
All having different visions of what's actually happening. So it can get a bit chaotic at times, particularly with, the more people who are at the table, the more like chaotic it is to kind of keep control of what's actually happening.
I want to do this with this character, but it's like, what are you talking about? That character's nowhere near you. He's over there. It's like, wait,
Yep.
I thought they were back in town.
Yeah. Now, it's also a little bit more expensive, but there is something really, really cool about having a miniature that is just for your one character.
We'll discuss that next week because that's part of
Yeah.
my trio
That-
of questions. Because
yeah.
I'll ask you about
Okay.
having miniatures and terrain next week. So
Very well. I'll hold off then, and yeah, just say like other
I agree with
downside.
you 100% though.
Yeah. So other downsides of like chaos. Chaos is the big one.
Mm-mm.
Actually, I should thinking about it. Another upside: you don't need as much space. For
Oh,
theater of the mind, you don't have to be all around one big table.
you can
You can
have
all
like
just be kind of.
a bit
If you
more.
have a smaller, yeah.
Okay,
So yeah,
I didn't think of that. That makes total sense to me.
but yeah, the biggest the biggest issue is very much just that chaos. Like the chaos of trying to have everyone on the same vision and all that.
All right. So before we continue, Sai,
Mm-hmm.
I believe my original plan was we were gonna figure out the next step of our adventure. However, you did say something about wanting to wrap up some loose ends. Is that right?
Well, we should probably actually set up, an epilogue for this whole situation.
Like Kraken's. Yeah, it is. It is definitely like the biggest thing we've ever done. Like, how many maps did we make for Kraken's Pearl, the city itself? Like,
Well, if we do Castronopolis into Kraken's Pearl, on
oh,
roll 20,
more than
yeah,
half the maps. Jeez.
yes.
Like we have.
Well, if you like, the first ones are like Act One maps. These
Yeah.
are Act Two maps, and some of the maps are like variations. So there's a little bit of here and there.
Mm-mm-mm.
But Kraken's Pearl was definitely,
We put the most work into that for sure.
yeah,
I'm still very proud of the overworld city we made.
yeah. No, that was really awesome. But because we put so much time into it, I want to make sure that we, you know, end the arc proper.
Okay, so what do
So,
you mean by that?
well, first off, as something you've been suggesting is that taking the Phoenix Feather has been destabilizing the environment.
Uh-huh.
What exactly does that entail? Is Kraken's Pearl going to explode?
Mm,
Or is it a case of now that the Phoenix Feather is safely contained, things will slowly start to settle down? Slowly, not like immediately.
oh, you know what? I think like it'll start to settle down, which is actually bad for the players because think about
It
it.
will get rid of the air bubbles.
Exactly. So, all right. So I'm gonna go down to the Kraken Pearls document and go to the throne room. Okay, and mention once the throne room has been cleared and the Phoenix feather safely retrieved slash removed from the throne room, and I'll put in brackets, which turns out to be a ley line point. Actually, do we want the throne room to do anything as a ley line point specifically?
Um,
Like, does D&D actually have mechanics for ley lines?
it does not really handle mechanics for ley lines. Every time I do stuff with ley lines, that is my own sort of homebrew stuff.
You know what? In that case, I'm going to say uh, it's not going to really turn up much, but I'm going to put it in as a note in the Golden
Yeah.
Dome and like the throne room.
Mm-hmm.
Ritual spells that are cast here take half the usual time, and this will extend to the Golden Dome area as well.
Yep.
And then I'll put in like little Arcana check. Arcana, let's say DC 15. This area is directly... maybe not the Golden Dome, because otherwise...
Yeah.
I just realized the area where Sasha is would be affected as well.
Yeah, no, it's fine if you just say it's the throne room that's literally tapped onto it, which is how the Phoenix Feathers, like fiery magic, has spread throughout the entire area.
So Arcana, DC, let's just say, I don't want to be too hard, but not too, like, easier, so like, say DC 13. This area is an active ley line, so it probably won't come up in normal usual play, but yeah, ritual spell, it's just flavor. Ritual spells cast here take half the usual time as a representation. I'll put it in like brackets. I know it's kind of redundant to say, but up to DM discretion, more effects based on the story / roleplay can occur as a result. And that is redundant
maybe
because...
maybe we'll even do something with that later.
So, we can have I'll come back to this area later on. But anyways, up to DM discretion, which is redundant because it's always up to discretion. It's one of those phrases that bothers me, because it's like saying, this is just my opinion, but so and so and so. It's like, of course it's your opinion. It's coming out of your mouth. Who else's opinion would it be? It's just, I don't know why that bothers me, but it does. So, once the throne room is cleared and the Phoenix Feather safely retrieved / removed from the throne room, which turns out to be a ley line point, the players become level 4, and...
Oh, they've been level 4 for a long time, my friend.
Oh, they become level 5 then?
Yes.
Oh, damn. Become level 5.
All of Kraken's spell is level 4.
Right, of course. And this is where they gain access to level 3 abilities. Level
3 spells.
Level 3 spells. I know a lot of DMs say, hey, gain a level when you rest and stuff like this. But I like the idea, because they're in the lane line area, they just immediately gain a level after defeating the Chain Devil.
I was going to argue with your thoughts until you literally said that.
We don't have to like put it in there. Like, once again, it's DM discretion sort of thing. But in my head, that's what happens. Sort of things. Like they just miraculously become stronger because the latent magic's in the air. Okay. Which turns out the lamp come off, and the air bubbles around Kraken's pearl begin to shrink. We probably won't. I don't want it to be a mechanical thing where it's like, oh, you have to get out or you'll die. I just want to say, like, oh, it's noticeably becoming like smaller and smaller. You probably can get out like... Yeah, sorry.
I would say you have a day before it becomes... So it's like you have a day to continue exploring, but beyond that point, it will probably become untenable.
Are given a day to explore. Okay, wait. At the rate the air bubbles are disappearing, they'll completely go away at the end of the day.
I'd say the next day, because theoretically it'd probably be a bit late by this point.
Next day, yep, alright. Enough time to get out of the sunken city and maybe have a small detour, but nothing else. Oh, bless you.
Thank you. Also, that hurts. Yes.
Yeah, so maybe have a small detour, but nothing else beyond that. Obviously, if the players have their own like air breathing potions or whatever, or they can turn into dolphins or whatever, they can argue that, hey, we'll stay a bit longer, but like,
Yes.
as a DM, you probably want to discourage that.
Yeah, I mean, water breathing potions normally last for like an hour at most.
Did we do anything different for whatchamacallit? The specific water breathing potions that Al makes? Hang on, that's in the... Here we go. Potion of water breathing. Oh, okay, no, they're literally the same. There's nothing special about them.
But it gives you time to travel around without the need of bubbles.
Yeah,
which is fine.
So
that's great. What we've got right now, it's like you got a day left. And now the other thing I wanted to touch upon is how we exit the city, because we came in through one entrance, but there are two exits.
That's right. So
because there is the bandit tunnel. And then there is the way that will lead back to Castellanopolis.
We never talked about like where the bandit tunnel was specifically gonna be. Like, I think there was talk. I can't remember if it was a reference or a mention, but I think like the theater bubble, like that.
The theater is where we said it was.
Okay, it is definitely in there. Okay. In that case, how about we say something like, okay, we're still in the sunken city. I'm just going to go back to the theater and talk about that basement trapdoor. Does it say anything about a trapdoor anyway? I'm just going to control F and trapdoor. Trapdoor. Okay. Also find a trapdoor. And I will say something like, the trapdoor has a magical lock on it that will require 2 separate checks to open said trapdoor. So Arcana / Thieves Tools, let's say something ridiculously high, like 30 or something, or 25. What do you think? Sorry?
Oh, could you not hear me there?
No, I did not hear you at all.
Yeah, no, I said, yeah, like 25 is great. If they somehow succeed, let them. But, like, establish the fact that they probably aren't doing this with their tools.
This leads to the secret to the... Okay. To Kraken's Pearl secret tunnels, and I'll put that in bold and underline just so that it can be referenced later. Line bold. Okay. So besides the Founder's Mace, Foundations. What do we call that mace?
The Scepter of Foundation.
Okay, here we go. Scepter of Foundations. Yep. Okay, so okay. The Chain Devil has the following loot. Just gonna control X to make this following loot. 1 Phoenix Feather, Scepter of Foundation, Runic Passkey used for the trap door in the bubble dome for Kraken's Pearl secret tunnels. There we go.
I'd probably also note Bubble Dome Theater.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that's... Absolutely. Do we want to give him any extra loot by any chance? Because he is a boss, essentially.
I mean, we're basically giving the Scepter of Foundation, which is already pretty big. And I believe it's potentially worth a bunch of money as well.
So we probably don't need to give him anything much more than that, but
no.
I do have one idea. Potion ingredients, infernal chains. And then in DM notes we can say player the adventurers intuitive. What's the I'm trying to find the proper phrasing for this. Like, okay, let's
Intuit?
just maybe not even intuit. Like, let's pretend I'm the DM for a moment. You're the player. I'll say, oh, as you go through the Chain Devil's infernal chains, you get the idea that these could be used as a potion ingredient. How would you phrase that? Would you still go with intuit?
Well, actually, why don't you just be like, on an Arcana check, they realize they can be used for something.
Okay, and you can, like, as a DM, prompt the Arcana check.
Yeah.
Arcana, DC, do we... Wait, I don't want it to be too hard. Let's say 12. These chains can be used for alchemic purposes. And we'll just say there's 6 of them. Because he's got 2 of them, and then there's 4 more in the cages that were just used. And I do have an idea of what we can use these for. So...
Al's potion for sale!
Yep, infernal chains. And we'll just say 30 GP. Oh, not even that. Let's say 10 GP. Potion of binding. The infernal chains. Spirit, not even spirit. Chains magic are rendered down into a liquid that, when exposed to air, summon the chains to wrap around a target. In effect, this works as the spell Entangle. DC, let's just say DC 13, DC 12?
So, Entangle is like a 20-foot square.
Yeah.
That's a bit big for the potion, don't you think?
Okay, maybe not Entangle then.
Well, I was gonna...
Hold person or something?
Yeah, I thought you were thinking of, like, hold person.
Okay.
Even if it's like, it's not a physical chain, but more like the binding effect of the chain left over.
Okay. In effect, this works as a spell. Spell hold person, but it can affect all creatures. There we go. Because I believe hold person only works on humanoids. Is that correct?
Yes. Hold person only works on humanoids. Hold monster is the version that can affect anything.
Wait, does hold monster also hold humanoids?
Yes.
Oh.
Hold monster is choose a creature.
Oh, in that case, I'll say spelled hold monster. DC, let's just say...
Actually, make the DC pretty low, because hold monster is a level 5 spell. So I would make it a really low DC to kind of compensate.
Actually, you know what? For flavor purposes, I believe the Chain Devil has an ability to, like, sort of bind someone. Chain, yada yada. DC 14, how about we make it equal to their ability, essentially.
Maybe. But the more I think about it, the more I'm like, we don't want to give out
Something too powerful.
six hold monsters, which are level 5 spells that are concentrate for just like what 10 GP. That's crazy levels of power.
Okay, we'll just make it DC 12 then. That's still pretty strong. Because anybody can hold on to them and such like that. Okay. I'm happy with this.
If I could think of a different spell that'd be good, I might suggest. Oh.
You've got another spell in mind?
Immediately when I was just like checking through, I saw Arms of Hadar, which it's the basic Arms of Hadar is like a 10-foot radius, so splash, which creates tendrils of dark energy, and each creature in the area, well, it's technically centered on yourself, but it basically makes a strength save, and on a fail you take necrotic damage and can't take reactions.
Oh, do we want to do that then?
I think that could be kind of cool instead, and we're flavoring it like the dark energy of the chains rather than tendrils.
Sure.
I think that's a bit more balanced and still kind of flavorful.
Alright, so when exposed to air, summon the dark energy of the chains to wrap around a target. Around the enemies. Your foes. In effect, this works as the spell Arms of Hadar. Which book is that in, by the way?
Arms of Hadar is base book. It's just a warlock spell.
Oh, okay.
Which is why you're not too familiar with it.
What page?
I think it's like 215, around there.
Player's Handbook 215.
It's early in the spell book.
Okay, so PHB 215. There we go. But I get DC. At
like,
DC 12.
Because like it is a spell that anyone can use, right? So it's like that's why I don't want it to make it too powerful. I'm trying to see if there's a level 2 spell that would work just as well, potentially.
I mean, the fact that we're making it DC 12 is okay, I think.
Well, I mean, yeah, but even so, it's like it's basically a mostly free AOE spell that you can just lob out. So I want to make sure it's like.
Do we want to make it more expensive then, and that would be the prohibitive part of it, like 100 GP or something like that, or even 200 GP? 100 GP.
If it's 50 GP per thing, I'm fine with it being entangled.
No, you know, I still want to keep it as Arms of Hadar, because like you said, that
you like it?
Yeah, at 50 GP is still pretty good,
sure.
I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
And later, if we feel like it should be a little bit stronger, we can just say Arms of Hadar at 2nd level, which will do 3d6 damage rather than 2d6.
So wait, it does as a level 1 spell. Okay, so it essentially works as a level 1 spell, DC 12.
Yep.
Okay.
If it's Arms of Hadar, I'm fine with it being DC 14.
Okay.
Like the Chain Devil.
Sure. As the level 1 spell, Arms of Hadar. Okay, there we go. I hope I spelled that right. But anyways, okay, so after this, I believe we want to work on the Kraken's Pearl secret tunnels. Is that right?
Because basically we need to plan the 2 exits. If you take the Kraken's Pearl secret tunnels, what happens? And if you go back out through Castronopolis way, what happens? So either one first.
I'm not sure what would happen Kraken's Pearl way. Like, I feel like nothing really changes as much. Like, we can probably, yeah.
If you go back through Castronopolis, you get your boat that you get to take back with you.
Sure.
As well as the fact that because you're going through Castronopolis, it's possible that some of the Sahagin might, celebrate the fact that you've seemingly started to calm down Kraken's Pearl.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. Okay. So in that case, I'm gonna mention players can exit Kraken's Pearl via Castronopolis or through the secret tunnels. Okay, so I'll just Castronopolis. Alright. Upon returning to the Sahagin, they celebrate the I can never spell Sahagin right. Whatever. They celebrate the adventurers' return with the feast, with a hearty feast. And if the boat they came in survives, it will be upgraded with extra magical coral growth that grants the boat +1 AC. Let me just double check. Boat stats. No, that's
Boats
not
have stats?
I'm pretty sure the boats have stats. Hang on, but they're not here. Where did I put them in? Did I put them in Slate Town quests? Because we literally talked about, here we go.
Yeah, we talked about the boats, but I believe it was more about the amount of random encounters you have depending on the type of boat, rather than the actual boat stats.
In that case,
but that's fine. I
addition.
can look up actual stuff. So, rowboat, AC 11, keelboat, AC 15.
Did they talk about speed on them at all?
Speed of a keelboat, 1 mile per hour. Rowboat, 1.5 miles per hour.
Okay, in that case, 50% extra speed.
But no, they have ACs, so you can use AC.
And additional speed. You know what? Doubling their speed and thus cutting random encounters whilst on them in half. There we go. Because I don't know how often the AC will come into play, but having the boats extra fast will definitely feel a lot more noticeable.
Yeah, I think it's good. I liked it.
Okay. Return. So.
And I suppose something else that you would have to just be like, okay, what happens if they don't have the boat?
Oh, that's a good point. If players do not have a boat, the Sahagin will give them a unique...
The pirate ship?
Oh, yeah. The pirate ship that they had once cleared. That said, due to the lack of crew, the ship... No, the ship's too big, so they won't be able to crew it, and I don't think the Swagan will trust the humans at, like, Wait, didn't the pirate ship...
The pirate ship had a small rowboat of its own, if memory serves.
It did, yeah, it would. It probably would. We'll mention it there in that case.
Mm-hmm.
The Swagan will...
Pirate rowboat, yeah, the pirate rowboat, which the players can now use.
A rowboat looted from the pirates. Okay, yeah. But it will not have any like bonuses or anything like that because they had to put in the effort to actually get it in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Kraken's Pearl secret tunnels. So, do we want to make this like a dungeon, or do we just want to make it like a straight shot tunnel or something like that?
I think it's fine if it's mostly a straight shot tunnel.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to the trapdoor quickly. No, that's the wrong kind of trapdoor. Wait, is it? Oh, I see what I've done wrong. Yeah, I thought so. So, also find a trapdoor. Yep. I spelled trapdoor in the bubble dome as trap space door.
Yep.
Okay, so I'll say...
Don't you open that trapdoor.
I'll mention there is a written note with the following... Where do we want the trapdoor to lead to, by the way?
That is the big question, right?
Do we want to lead it... I think there was talk about having it in the smuggler's church, right?
Yeah, because that becomes the big... Oh, it's like Father Giovanni's involved in this. That's the big reveal then. But considering that he still hasn't been implicated as of yet, and you will not, if you go through Castronopolis, you won't find out. I think it is better for us if it does not go the Father Giovanni's way. That way, everyone will be on the same page coming into Act 3.
Do we want to have it maybe implicate him, but not directly? As in, like, if you look on the map, right? The Father Giovanni's map, have the tunnel come out here, where the fishes in the pond are. So that way, if the players go, what the hell? It comes out from behind the church. Father Giovanni could be like, what the heck is going on here? Like, we can have Father Giovanni literally feeding the fishes when the players emerge.
That's good. I like that.
So it's like, it could be like read as a completely 100% innocent thing, right? And then like Father Giovanni, like, oh my goodness, what? There was a secret tunnel here this entire time? What in the world?
Yeah.
And then the players like can go, it's like, oh, the poor father, or something like that. And then later on, when it's all revealed, it's like, he was in on it this entire time.
Yep, I like the idea of him playing it off. It's like, I know I've heard, there's been rumors that people have been, going to the church late at night while I've been resting. But never would I have thought that there were bandits.
Yeah, right? Oh, I love that. Okay, so there is a written note with the following. Remember to be quiet since this leads to the church. We don't want to disturb. We don't want to alarm the people on the other side. There we go. So it can be read as like two different ways. It can be read as, oh, they're hiding from the church and the father, or
Yep.
we're trying to keep his cover intact, sort of thing.
Good, good.
Oh, I love it when like you can do something that can be read multiple ways until like later on. Okay. Craig St. Charles. It's a straight tunnel that runs deep under the sea. There is a section that goes through some water, but it is illuminated by sunlight. Going through the water will take players to the small fish pond behind the church. We may want to
Smuggler's Church.
Yeah, we may want to rename it just in case, like, because the DM might say something like, "And you guys make it to Smuggler's Church," and they're like, "Wait, why is it called that?"
I think we gave it. It's the Church of Home and Hearth.
Church
so I will
of Home and...
I will rename it in Roll20.
Oh, I've already done that.
Oh, curses! You beat me to it.
That I did this time. Behind the Church of Home and Hearth. There we go. Where Father Giovanni will be feeding said fishes. He will be very surprised at the player's, what do you call it? Presence? Arrival. And be shocked if the players mention where they came from and how the tunnels were used by bandits. He might respond with, "I knew that there were people going around the church at night, but I never realized that they could be... I never thought that they were bandits."
They never took anything from the church.
Since they never took anything from the church. Yes. Oh, that's
because that gives him like the whole like reasonable doubt thing as well with it.
Oh, that's lovely. Oh, I love that.
It's like it's a lie, and it's a little bit of extra detail, and usually you don't want to add more details when you're lying. But that's a very like reasonable thing. It's like, I knew there were people hanging around the church at night, but they never stole anything, so I didn't bother too much.
Yeah, right. Oh, I will say he will then offer the players towels to dry off inside. Like, "Oh, you're wet. You just came into the pond. Please come inside. Have a bit of warmth. I'll light a fire. Have a towel."
Tell me what happened.
Oh.
Explain to me what happened in there.
Oh, then invite the players inside to dry off in the warm fire, and what's the word? And invite... No, not invite. Wait, how did you phrase it? Sorry.
And like tell me what happened. Yeah, explain. You said bandits were there. Tell me what you saw. Like, tell me like.
Tell him what happened, and it could be like, well, it's like, "Oh, can you like recap essentially?" And
it's like you say like, I haven't seen you for a while. Last I heard, you were going for a trip, out into the oceans, and then next thing I know, you're coming out of my pond. Could you tell me what the hell's been going? What happened? What's going on?
Okay. I've also put in a thing about tea. So he
Yeah,
will then
yeah,
invite the players inside to dry off in the warm fire with some tea and ask them to tell him what happened.
yeah.
It's like he's nice and friendly and he's doing all the right things.
And most importantly, he's like, okay, apparently the adventurers just beat up all of my compatriots and maybe my boss. What the hell's going on?
Yeah, they essentially shut down his operations in
Frictions.
Kraken's Pearl.
That's Pearl. Yep.
So like he's like working behind the scenes, like full on, trying to
Mm-hmm. Trying
figure
to
it
work
out.
out. Yeah, it's like I'm probably not getting info from my men, so I'll get my info from the ones who stopped them.
Mm-mm-mm. So yeah, no, he's gonna invite them in for like some tea. Maybe he'll give out some biscuits if he has them, which he probably does. All that stuff, and
Yep.
oh, actually, Second City of Kraken's Pearl. Through some water, not illuminated by. Okay, yep. Section that goes through some water. Okay, never mind. Some light. Alright, never mind. Okay, so what do we do from here, if anything at all?
Oh, I mean, next thing is just taking the Phoenix Feather to Al.
Okay. Alright, I think we're done with the sunken city of Kraken's Pearl. We can go
Yep.
back to
It is finally time. The 20 pages. We can finally put these 20 pages to rest. For now.
Okay, so alright, I'll level up to 4 now.
Yeah, everyone is now level 5. Woohoo. And that is the end of quest number 4.
Okay. Hang on, it's doing some weird things here, so I'm just going to try and fix it. Upon to Slate Town. This is really annoying. Players will be level 5 by this stage. They can now return the Phoenix Feather to Al. And I believe this is going to be the first, second ingredient that Al asks of them. Yep. Did we list the ingredients here? No. So they're somewhere else.
I think, well, the first place we have it listed is in the actual brainstorming section. So the 5-leaf clover, the Phoenix Feather, and the next one is the fresh Calamity Dragon Heart.
Oh, yeah, no, I see that.
And then finally, the Holy Grail.
Drink the potion out of this, yeah. Okay, so they have the Phoenix Feather now. Did we? I'm trying to remember. With the 5-leaf clover, that would be Silvertoe's Farm's quest. Did Al give them a reward for getting the clovers? Because it was like essentially from his point of view. Okay, at this point, the players return to Slate Town and give Al a jar of 5 clovers. If they haven't already, the players receive 50 GP each. Okay, so they do get like a reward for each thing.
Yep.
So Phoenix Feather. What kind of reward does Al give for the Phoenix Feather, if anything?
Well, I feel like this one should be worth a bit more than 50 GP.
Oh yeah,
like this one. I'm feeling like 200 GP, maybe like 250 GP each.
250. Okay. Who then rewards the players 250 GP each. There we go. And will now tell them to, what do you call it? To
Relax.
relax while he works on the elixir.
Mm-hmm.
Or do we want him to like instantly jump into the next job, or does he like?
No,
No,
like he took some time between the first one and between the five-leaf clover and the phoenix feather.
you
I
know,
think it's time for potentially a little bit of side questing again.
you know. I just realized like we're at level 5 at this stage, and we're only like we've gotten 2 out of 4 of the ingredients, right?
Yes.
I don't think we're gonna get to. Do we still want to make this a level 1 to level 8 adventure, or do we want to change
Well,
it to like level 1 to 10
well,
even?
well. There's only 4 ingredients, and we are level 5 after obtaining the second ingredient.
Oh no, that's a good point. We are, yeah. Okay,
Yep.
okay, okay. I see now. Never mind. Never
Yeah.
mind. All right.
I could see maybe bumping it up to level 9 for a like finale section.
But you think
We'll
we're on
we'll get to that.
track?
I think we're on track for the time being.
Okay. Okay. So he's gonna work on the elixir now. What kind of side questing stuff do we want the players, or do we just want to like make this essentially a shopping episode? Um,
Like
like,
we can basically say that there's now some free time,
mm-mm,
and then we can work on potentially a side quest or two, maybe some shopping, that type of stuff.
mm,
Because the party will potentially have a lot of loot to sell, and with loot to sell, that is money, which they can then use to buy other things.
mm,
So, if anything, I think like this would be the point in time where we would go to be like the Kingtide Festival is done,
mm, mm, mm.
which means that the marketplace isn't currently in festival uh, times, and now certain specialty shops might actually be available.
Mm, 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 mm. All right.
Or the
So,
like we mentioned, I believe with um, oh my God, with Slate Town itself, that the market area is like merchants coming in and out.
mm. In that
So,
in that case, we could say something like certain shops are now available slash change now that the
yep,
tourists have left.
yep,
Okay. And then we
yeah,
can make
because
a
it's
list of
yeah,
them.
because we have only one consistent stall,
Mm-mm-mm.
which is the soup seller.
Mm-mm-mm-mm. Okay, hang on. Certain shops are available. Um, players will have time to do one of the following side quests. So we can make like a little list of them. I think one of the side quests
Mm-hmm.
could be Kingtide Festival cleanup. So you know what? Let's make like 3 or 4 options, and then we can go into the next episode. So I think the first one should be called Kingtide Festival Cleanup.
Yep.
Father Giovanni's charity collection, charity drive,
Yep.
and then maybe 2 more. Would you have any ideas?
Well, we're level 5. It might be cool to have like one of them being like a actual like a small monster quest.
Ooh.
Like maybe there's something dangerous in the woods. Could you go check it out, see if it's a problem, and if it is, get rid of it?
Mm-mm-mm-mm. Let's call it Monster in the Woods for now.
Yep.
What else?
And I mean, like we haven't done anything with. I don't think we have. In Slate Town. Well, actually, wait. Did we do something with like Silvertoes at Lucky Pearl Tavern, Bloodstone Bazaar? Did we do anything with the Salt and Lick Inn?
We talked about it. Let me just double check. So, Salt and Lick Inn. Let me just double check what we have about it. So,
I think we did something with it during the King Tide Festival, like a short little visit.
yeah, it was part of the scavenger hunt quest.
Yeah, I wonder if we want to do like a kind of little quest for them, because like part of me always loves the like the Elder Scrolls like rats in the basement type scenario, but like changed somewhat.
Okay, so
Oh, didn't we discuss at some point we wanted to do a rats in the basement, only for it to be revealed that they're like all imps?
oh yes. Okay. Slate Town quest. Rats in the basement, and I'm gonna put in brackets. Actually, just to remind us, imps
Yep.
at the Salt and Lick Inn. Okay, I think that's everything. And we'll work more on this next week, the side
Yeah,
quests and such.
little side quests to do in your spare time
Mm,
while you wait for the next step. And
it's
I
gonna
am
be
excited for the next step.
it's gonna be
We need
great.
it, but we need a little bit of time to just calm down and do some minor little fun things.
Minor fun things. Alright, everybody, my name is Freeboots. That's my good friend Sai, and we're both signing off. So, bye bye.
Hello.
Damn it!